You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Happening now at 9, covering the entire DMV.
We love our children.
Young Lives Remembered. A Maryland school community is mourning the loss of 2 kids killed while walking to school. A look at a vigil tonight. And more hostages released. How many more innocent lives are out of the clutch of Hamas? And the local woman's plea for her uncle's safe return. And the shopping showdown, the holiday rush to check off your gift list and ahead of Cyber Monday deals. Plus tumultuous travel preparing you for the rush on the roads to possible airport delays as the holiday weekend ends.
And cold weather across the area this evening. How chilly will it get tonight? I'll have the details and your Sunday forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott, and thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9. I'm Ben Dennis. Maryland State Police say that they're investigating a crash that killed a 17-year-old in Frederick County last night. Officials say that 17-year-old Henry Alberto Sosa Torres was walking across I-70 in Frederick County when he was hit near New Design Road. The driver of the car was sent to a nearby hospital for injuries sustained in that crash. And the investigation is ongoing. And a Prince George's County community continues to mourn the deaths of 2 young students from Riverdale Elementary School. They were killed by a driver while they had walked to class. DC News Now's Dave Laval reports from a vigil that honored the young lives.
This is the intersection where the 2 young children died Monday while they walked to school. Hundreds of people turned out Saturday night to mourn their loss. Among those who grieved, some of those who knew them best.
I don't have much to say.
Fanta Mabah just wanted to reflect on her young daughter, Shalom.
Please, pray for us. For Shalom was a princess.
The 10-year-old and 5-year-old Sky Sosa died Monday after a van struck the 2 while they used the crosswalk to go to Riverdale Elementary School.
This is a very hard time for me as well.
Hundreds of mourners, including both families, gathered in the school parking lot for a candlelight vigil. An emotional time for many, including the school's principal.
Together we share the weight of the grief and finding solace in unity.
Riverdale Park's mayor offered words of encouragement.
In these difficult times, remember that we are all united as a community. A warm hug to all of you.
The van also struck a man who walked with the children. He was not seriously hurt. Maryland State Senator Alonzo Washington is among those upset.
You should feel safe walking across the street. You should feel safe walking anywhere in this community. And as one of my colleagues said, we failed at that.
Members of the local state delegation said they're committed to finding solutions to prevent future tragedies from happening, like the one that took place here. In Riverdale Park, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Thanks to Dave tonight. We are tracking the latest in the Middle East as the war between Israel and Hamas continues. Well, new details tonight. The hostages released by Hamas today are now back in Israel. This comes after Hamas agreed to release more than 13 Israeli and 7 foreign hostages in exchange for 39 Palestinians who are imprisoned in Israel. This is the second round of hostage swaps since the ceasefire was agreed upon between Israel and Hamas. It also comes after Hamas initially delayed this second release, claiming that Israel violated their ceasefire agreement. Meantime, coming up in our next half hour, we had the chance to sit down with a woman in Maryland whose uncle is still among the hostages being held in Gaza. Her pleas to get him back safely tonight ahead. And a new update to the story we broke just last night. Former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin, convicted in the murder of George Floyd. Well, he is expected to survive after being stabbed by another inmate just yesterday. That's according to Minnesota's Attorney General's office. Somebody familiar with the matter told the Associated Press that attack happened at the Federal Correctional Institution in Tucson, Arizona. That facility is a medium security prison that struggles with security lapses and staffing shortages. No other injuries have been reported. And in the district, police are investigating a shooting in Northwest. Officials say it happened on Q Street around 10 o'clock this morning. The victim there found conscious and breathing before being sent to the hospital. Authorities say the suspect was wearing a ski mask and left the scene in a gray sedan. Anybody with information should call MPD. Meanwhile, in Prince William County, officials are touting the success of a campaign launched just this summer to keep kids aware of the risks of fentanyl. DC News Now's Tosin Fakile is in the studio with more.
The Fentanyl Exposed campaign launched in July, and it shows kids in Prince William County the threats fentanyl poses and look to reduce the risk of overdose. And county leaders say the campaign, which appeared on several social media platforms, had more than 6 million impressions to teens in Prince William County. Impressions are how often content appeared on a user's screen. The awareness campaign featured a teen-centered website that had key information about the risks of fentanyl and fentanyl-laced substances like illicit pills and powders and ways to prevent overdose and overdose death. It also had a social media campaign with fentanyl and naloxone educational information that reached teenagers. Officials calling it a success because they say through tracking, comment replies, personal stories, and questions, among other metrics, that the campaign reached its target audience. They say the campaign put out an Instagram poll that asked teens if they had heard of naloxone, the life-saving overdose reversal drug. Of the over 1,300 who responded to that poll, 63% had not heard of naloxone. Once they were aware of the reversal drug, 51% of teens said they would carry the fentanyl antidote. Now, county officials say campaign messages and videos were on places like YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. The campaign has a website. You can find the link on our DC News website. The website is dcnewsnow.com. In the studio, I'm Tosin Fakile. Back to you.
Thanks to Tosin. Tonight, turning to your weather now on DC News Now. Scott Sumner with your current temperature. Scott, those temps are taking a dip.
Yeah, it could be a little frosty, as you can see here. A little maybe ice out there this evening as we'll have temperatures really start to fall here. Getting down to around that freezing mark over the next couple of hours and staying there straight through till early morning before a little bit of sunshine starts to warm you right up to about 42 degrees around 10 o'clock in the morning. So, yes, it is going to be chilly out there tonight. What about for brunch forecast after the chilly start? We'll get up into the 40s from 11 to noon to 1 o'clock, possibly hitting 50 degrees at that point in time. And we'll have more clouds built in throughout the afternoon. So here are your weather headlines. A cold evening tonight with some clouds increasing. A few showers tomorrow night at this time. Mountain snow showers on Monday and very cold and breezy on Tuesday. Probably the coldest air we've seen in a while. I'll let you know how cold coming up.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Scott. Of course, it is Small Business Saturday, and locally owned shops across Northern Virginia participated in the holiday that boosts their profits, connects them with the community, and keeps more money in your pockets. As Northern Virginia Bureau reporter Max Marcilla takes us inside several of those businesses.
It's the sound of a sale. And for small businesses across the DMV, one they hope and expect to hear often.
This is one of our favorite displays to put together in the store.
Eileen McGurvey is the owner of One More Page Books in Arlington.
It's tough to be in this area. It's expensive, to rent space and things like that. So we're always, looking for a way to get the word out there.
Looking for a unique way to bring customers to the register and to neighboring businesses, One More Page Books came up with a list of more than a dozen spots in Arlington and Falls Church. And if shoppers go to any 5 of them, they can enter a raffle for more small business prizes.
If we're all stronger, we can all help each other. So we're very supportive of the other stores that are around us.
At the dog park on King Street in Alexandria, co-owner Marcus Panis is working to get his shop ready for the furriest clientele and the smallest shoppers.
We see the largest chunk of our revenue coming in over these months.
Panis says this week and this celebration of businesses is the beginning of the best time of year for his shop. They're doing 10% off the entire store on both Friday and Saturday, and he echoes McGurvey's testament about the importance of friendly competition.
It all comes back, it goes around in a big circle, and it's for everybody's success.
King Street is ready for the holiday season, as are these and many other shops, preparing for a day of both giving and of getting. We have a full list of the Arlington and Falls Church shops participating in the Small Business Passport program, as well as other shops across Northern Virginia participating in Small Business Saturday. Just go to our website, dcnewsnow.com. Reporting in Alexandria, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
Our thanks to Max. North in the district, Mayor Muriel Bowser is encouraging residents to shop small and buy from local businesses. With today being Small Business Saturday again, as part of the day, DC has unveiled the hashtag #IBuyDC. It's a challenge. Here's how to participate. Buy from a local business and post a photo. Mention the business, use the hashtag #IBuyDC. The challenge is in partnership with the Department of Small and Local Business Development. And out in Hagerstown, in Western Maryland, our Steve Cohen gives a look at how businesses there are dealing with some of the challenges that the holiday shopping season can pose on those smaller businesses.
The National Retail Federation says consumer spending will grow maybe 3 to 4% this season, slower than usual. The question is, will shoppers be buying local?
Black Friday and Small Business Saturday can be a little challenging. After COVID, a lot of online shopping has happened, but where we differentiate from our competition is when you come in here, you get that specialized service.
Local shopper Mark Bergeron sees those advantages most of the time.
Those boutique type shops, you just can't find those things in a big box store. So we definitely like to hit those, support that local business. But on the other hand, we do that online shopping. We do hit some of the big boxes. There's a little bit of convenience there that you might not find in that selection.
Deb Williams puts local merchants on the top of her shopping list.
It does help support locals, and it's a good idea if you have gifts that you need to buy.
And as Paul Ring says, local merchants know their customer, like the wife making her Black Friday purchase.
When she comes in here, we know her and her husband. We know her husband's sizes. We can see what purchases he's already made and make sure that's a special Christmas gift just for him.
And with higher prices at the grocery store, student loans, and interest on credit card payments, consumers are being a little more cautious this year. Reporting from Hagerstown, Stephen Cohen, DC News Now.